Hey guys, it's Amanda back with another video. I am sitting in my Jeep right now and I'm just gonna sit and have a little chit chat together. Oh, these are so dirty and I want to be able to get into a comfortable position. So I won't be able to do that because I like to put my feet up on the seat if I have my dirty boots on without it getting all over my pants. There's something about rainy days that make me just want to come, sit in my Jeep, hang out. I made myself an iced matcha latte this morning so that I could take that with me on the road. I did do a little bit of hiking a little while ago, but then it started raining. Now it's only sprinkling, which is nice, but it started raining. It was getting really cold, so I had to come warm up. The thing I love about my Jeep, probably the most, is that the heated seats are so powerful. They really get toasty, if you know what I mean. The steering wheel is also heated, which is a nice feature, and the heat really works well in here. So I just aim these little bad boys vents right at my face pretty much and blast it on myself. Oh, there's the rain falling off the trees. You can hear it. But yeah, I love being in here. It's like being in a cocoon, basically. So I'll oftentimes come out and I'll just like drive into the woods and then get everything nice and warmed up in here and just do whatever. Sometimes I'll read, sometimes I'll just sip like a coffee or a matcha. Sometimes I'll take pictures or even do a crossword sometimes I find myself doing. I just find it one of my favorite ways to relax. It's so tranquil. But today I figured I would come out here and chit chat a little bit with you guys and we can get to know each other better. And I thought that sounded like fun. So being out here in the rain like this, curled up in almost a ball, makes me think about this one time that I was on a road trip up north, even further north than I am in New Hampshire. And it started to downpour. I was on a mountain road. The visibility turned trash and it was super muddy and I couldn't really see that far. Obviously, it was actually really foggy too. So I wasn't about to drive myself off a cliff. So I ended up just pulling over into this like little gravel cutout thing and just sat there with a blanket, like curled up for almost an hour listening to the rain. It was one of the most peaceful memories I have for a long time. I know that sounds kind of corny, but I didn't have any service because I was in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I was by myself and I was forced to just kind of wait it out and just let the storm pass and couldn't rush it even if I wanted to. And yeah, it was really nice actually. I like things that sometimes force you to slow down, like when you don't have service or when your phone dies unexpectedly and you don't have a charger, like things like that, because I feel like most of us are so attached to our phones that our lives are just passing by and we don't even take a second to deliberately put our phones down because we're addicted to them, so it's hard. And literally stop and smell the flowers. Yeah, I'm guilty of it myself. I definitely have a phone problem basically and spend hours a day on it. I do work from my phone though, so that's part of it. But I still need to try to remember that it's important to get out there and have some time away from it so that you can be present in the moment. It's so hard to be present in the moment when you are having your face in a screen. It's like you have tunnel vision. You're not even like aware of what's going on around you, and it's sad actually. So yeah, that was one of the moments that forced me to do just that. I had no choice, and it was great. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, when you find yourself in one of these positions where you have no choice but to kind of just be in the moment wherever you are, you'll end up being happy that you did and happy that you were forced to do that. Okay, so a little confession of mine. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure a lot of people do this, but sometimes when I just want to be alone and I don't feel like dealing with anybody, oh my God, the rain is making me so tired. I could totally just take a nap out here, but I won't do that to you. So sometimes when I just don't want to be around people, I find myself just coming out and just sometimes I'll even sit in my driveway for half an hour or so, just lounging around in my Jeep. I'll turn it on because of all those heated features that I love so much, and just kind of vibe out by myself. Like, sometimes I just need basically to put myself in timeout. I just need to get away and kind of recenter myself and basically talk to myself, because sometimes life can get overwhelming, especially because I'm the kind of person that's go, go, go. I love to stay busy. I really hate, even though I know it's healthy, I don't love being idle. Like, sometimes to a fault. Like, I'll busy my schedule with tons of things to do and over schedule myself to the point where then I'm like, I find myself exhausted or burnt out or overstimulated, and I just need a second to myself to breathe. So those are the times that I end up finding the Jeep to be so soothing and cozy and relaxing. Put on a podcast, or I'll listen to music, or just something that's like thoughtless and effortless. Because I feel like I put a lot of thought into the things I do throughout my day, and my brain is just like, all right, we need to just not think for a few minutes. And it works. I go back inside. I'm much more happier. It's basically like filling my cup so that I can be there for other people. Because if you're basically not putting the oxygen mask on yourself and not taking care of yourself first, you can't be there for anybody else. So that is a strategy that I've learned, that way I'm not snapping at anybody. I'm kind of giving myself just a cool down period, but really a warm up period, because I like it hot, and just doing it for their sake, because I don't want to be absent-minded when I'm dealing with other people. I want to be present and in a good headspace to do that. So this is the perfect place, rain or shine. I can do it either way. Of course, in the summer, I'm not blasting the heat like I am today. I would be blasting the air conditioning probably, or having the top down or the doors off. I'll have to make a video about how easy it is to take the doors off these things. I was always so intimidated about it until I watched a video and learned how to do it myself. And it's so much easier than I thought. So I will definitely make a video about that once the weather gets a little bit nicer, because I don't want to take them off and then have to put them right back on, because where I live in New Hampshire, the weather is so bipolar. Like, one day it'll be 65 degrees, almost 70, and the next, like today, like 48. So it's like, you can't put your winter clothes away, can't commit to having the doors off for any extended period of time, because the next day you'll be back in the freezing cold. So I prefer to wait until it's a little bit warmer and a little bit more predictable, because the spring is, like I said, so up and down, so bipolar. It's crazy, but I'm used to it because I've lived here all my life. So I wouldn't change it for anything. The seasons are so fun in New Hampshire, because, especially in the Jeep, because I've got the winter where the snow, I can go with four-wheel drive. I can get through the snow, which is so nice, because then it's like, yes, I shovel, yes, I plow, but like my driveway and road and stuff like that, but I like to go off-roading year-round, so that way I can come out to these trails and not have to worry about getting stuck in the snow piles, snowbanks, snow drifts. We get a lot of it up here, and some, like, when it's over like a couple feet, I'm not coming out here. Yes, I have big tires, but it would suck to get stuck, just in case. Some of the areas are deeper than others when there's hills and stuff. And then in the spring, it's really nice coming out here and riding around, because it's rainy, so there's a lot of mud and puddles and stuff like that, and it's so fun to get this thing dirty. I love it. It's like my favorite part. Summer is always nice, because then I can like have the top completely down, nothing splashes in, really. It's more dry. I like to tailgate sometimes. I showed you guys in one of my other videos that cool cooler that is in the trunk built in. I love that. It's my favorite feature. It's so cute. And the fall is so pretty up here. We get like the best foliage displays ever. I don't know if you've ever been to New Hampshire or not, but the leaves turns all kinds of crazy colors. Orange, red, yellow, obviously brown, but that's not really a cool leaf color. But shades of purple, kind of, like all different kinds of colors. And people drive from all over to come up here and go what they call leaf peeping. So that's when they just literally drive up just to view the foliage, because it is really a sight to behold. So it's fun to drive around and do that in the Jeep too. I just feel like it was a perfect choice to buy this car for me because I'm such an outdoorsy person and I love nature. So it really fits. It's like driving a Jurassic Park vehicle. All right, well, that about wraps up everything I kind of wanted to talk about with you guys today. If you want to hear me talk about anything specific or have any questions for me, feel free to comment them below. Any video ideas, I'm happy to take all of that. Just let me know in the comments. Hit like if you thought this video was relaxing, if it was fun to hang out with me over here in the Jeep in the rain. And don't forget to subscribe to see more. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.